On the last Friday of January, we had the pleasure to take part in a presentation organized by Chris, commonly known as Novritsch. This Austrian YouTuber, and probably the most recognizable airsoft sniper, invited to a 5-star hotel in the center of Vienna media and influencers. During the presentation, we got information about upcoming novelties from the Novritsch brand, which will mostly appear this summer. For details, we invite you to read the article on WYWIAD.com, and in the meantime, see how it was and listen to an interview with Chris.
Okay, when it happened. Okay, airsoft. Where do I start? When I was a kid, I always liked stuff that shoots. Anything that shoots, like a potato gun, you know, bow and arrow, everything that shoots, I always liked it. And man, guns are just cool. You know, every kid likes guns. So I bought a pistol, Springer pistol, and a couple of friends bought it, and we just shot each other without safety goggles back then because we were idiots. We just shot each other in the backyard. And eventually one guy bought an AEG, and all of a sudden, of course, he just killed everybody because, you know, we had just the pistols. And from there, you know, everybody just bought more expensive stuff, and you start reading what's good, and then all of a sudden we discovered the airsoft community. So we went to the first milsim, and, you know, we really went there with like jogging pants and a Springer pistol, and we saw all those like Molle vests and helmets and different guns, and yeah, that's how we discovered the community, and it was like, that's what I want to do. So I bought my own gun, proper one, not just a Springer pistol. I bought a really shit sniper rifle back then for $100, and that's how it started. And that's, I think, 12 years ago. Yeah. So there was this guy on YouTube called Wawan56, and he made scope cam videos. He was the first guy doing it, and I loved watching it. It was like, man, this guy, you know, when I was at school and I didn't want to listen to the teacher, I was just watching this video secretly. Because it basically showed what I did on the weekend and what I loved so much. And this guy stopped, and I was so pissed, and I thought, somebody's gonna continue this. So I just bought a camcorder, put it there, and made videos. And back then, nobody, really almost nobody did airsoft videos. So if you made okay-ish videos, they just blew up. They went through the roof. It was like 1 million views on at the most generic sniper gameplay. And many people were just asking which gun are you using, which parts are in there, which is why I had a tuning kit in there from a very unknown manufacturer back then. So I helped him distributing those tuning kits. We called them the Nowości tuning kits back then. And then lots of people contacted me and said, hey, I can't install this kit, it's too complicated. And this is why we came out with the SSG24, because we thought, you know, people just want to snipe. They don't want to build a gun. They just want to buy it and be done with it. So we built the SSG24, and we have this gun now since 2 years, but we wanted to step it up, and this is why we made the SSG10 now. This gun we're looking at more than a year. I think I was flying to Asia, it was actually Christmas last year. So from start to hitting the market with the product, it's 1 year. 1 year of flying back and forth between Asia and Europe and prototyping, and because prototyping a gun is, you know, it's not too hard. Building one gun is easy, but now if you want to build a couple hundred or a couple thousand of them, you have to teach them how to build it, you have to show them how to use the machine, you have to tell them what's important, because many airsoft manufacturers, they don't really understand what's important. They don't understand that it needs to be able to hop heavy PVs, they don't understand that it needs to seal, they don't understand how they can achieve this seal. So first you have to teach them, then you prototype, and then you can build the guns with them. Okay, so the SSG10 rundown. We have two rifles. We have the SSG10A1 and the SSG10A2. A1 is a very lightweight stock, very minimal M700 style, and we have the A2, which is a more tactical looking stock. It's fiber reinforced nylon, so it looks more realistic. It feels more realistic, and it's made by Maple Leaf, so great quality on this one. Internally, they're completely the same, and we really try to make this rifle for the player. It's not meant to be for a collector, or, you know, people who want to a thing that looks like a gun. It's really meant for the guy who goes out there and wants to shoot PVs at an impressive range. That's what we did here. We tried to make it last. We made it M220 spring compatible, so that's 5 joules. We're looking at 700 FPS. We actually give a 25-year warranty on those parts. So if you use this gun for 24 years and let's say your trigger sear breaks or something, just, you know, contact us. We send you We don't send you a new part actually, you have to cover shipping, but the part itself is for free. Which means that those rifles, we really trust into the designs, they last forever. We tested multiple thousand shots through those and they don't really work. Other features, it shoots very precise. I mean, it has a 601 precision barrel, it has a maple leaf Autobot backing inside. We CNC finished all the responsible parts for hop-up adjustment, so it's supported on both sides of the chamber shells. That's actually machined. There's a stainless steel tube inside, and it has 20 clicks, so you have more adjustment range. Hop-up arm is also CNC cut, so it shoots really straight. If you shoot it, you're gonna see it. Cylinder internals, it's like basically if you upgrade. It's like upgrading a VSR, more or less. So you have a stainless steel cylinder. I'm really proud of this one actually because it's threaded in the back and pinned, so it's not gonna come loose here. The slot is really straight, which you can see when you cock them. They really travel smooth. Like when you cock this gun, they are very smooth and they're also 100% airtight, which is. Okay, let's show this one more time. When you pull this trigger, I can talk for a couple more seconds. We have a stabilized inner barrel. We have 2 steel rings on the hopper rubber, and this is actually the reason why. If I remove it now, it still seals. So it's a 100% sealed system. Yeah, I tried to make the most price competitive sniper rifle in the market. I think we achieved it with this one because it's 300 euros. And the A2, if you want something more fancy, it's a little bit heavier, but it has cool features, then that's the one. Maple Leaf is in there, and the other 3 are confidential. I wish there would be a company where I can just go to and say, make a good sniper rifle, I'm gonna market it for you. That would be great, but unfortunately it's not the case. Like I look at the market, I look what people build, and they are just not there. So you really need to go, there, you have to sit together with them and you say, let's build an amazing gun. And then again, it's a process of a year, and in the process of developing this project and finding your supplier, you run into limitations. You find out, okay, they're really good with machining stainless steel, but they're not very good at making straight barrels. So now you have to go to a different factory, you have to find a good barrel manufacturer with good QC, and then you send it all into one place and they assemble it, and then those stocks are actually even assembled in Austria. So not the whole gun. We basically get the upper from the supplier, but we assemble the maple leaf stock onto the upper of this gun. So it's not, you don't just, call Asia, yo, let's make a gun and then you get it. It's not like that. It's an incredibly difficult process actually. It's very hard. Huh? People wanted to have what I had. And the stuff that I had, you couldn't buy it. It was like stuff stitched together. I made like my own mag pouches and I stitched them myself, and I built my own rifles, and I couldn't get what I need, and people wanted it, so it was like, if you want to buy it, I'm gonna make it for you. So that was the initial thing, but the more I got into looking at what other brands are doing, the more I understood that when you want to get into airsoft, let's say you wanna start sniping. Now you go to a retail store, any retail store in the world, and you just go into category sniper rifles. And now you look at 200 different models from 20 different brands. And if you're not active in the airsoft community, and if you didn't do 200 hours of research in forums, it's like, what the fuck should I buy? I have no idea. What's good, what's bad? They all look different. One is gas, one is HPA, well, what's all of this even? And of course we understand it because we do this for so long, but I want to make it more simple. I want that if a guy says, yo, I want to start airsoft sniping, I want to say, you're on a low budget, here we go, no compromise, shoots great, get this one. You're on a high budget, get this one. You need a different spring, all the springs that Novritsch come are compatible with this gun. Oh, you want a different auto barrel, all these barrels are compatible with this one. And that's something I'm really missing in industry, because let's say I buy a VSR10 from another manufacturer. And then I say, okay, I buy an auto barrel from this aftermarket brand. And now I try to fit it together and actually it doesn't work. And that's very often the case. You have to file, you need a lease at home to fit the parts. And this is really what we try to change, to create like an environment and a very easy to use system for the customer. Without being a shit product. Like, we don't say all of this fits together but it doesn't perform. We try to go high performance and easy to use. I think it's this one. It's this one. Because when you look at this rifle, it's like this rifle, and we slapped a maple leaf stock on it and a nice support handle. But I think making a rifle that that has the performance of those two guns for 300 euros, that was not easy. That's why it took an entire year, and it's a lot of traveling, it's a lot of communication, it's a lot of understanding manufacturing, because I mean I went to an engineering school, but nobody taught me how to make a stainless steel cylinder straight. So you actually have to investigate into manufacturing techniques, and I think this one is that's what I'm most proud of, this gun right there. The cheaper one actually of the two, funny enough. I did. The problem is right now with, like again, this was an entire year of work, and it's not like an hour a day of just, you know, email. It's really, you get up in the morning, you work until at night, and then you go to bed at 10. Like that's what my life looks like really. And if I go to a game, I try that it's close. I try that it's like, okay, I go there in the morning, I arrive there 2 hours later, I play my game, I have my experience, I test our products, and then I come back. So I stopped traveling to games, as sad as this sounds. Because when I didn't make guns, I was traveling to Russia and like Sweden and America. But I kind of stopped traveling. If I, you know, with Novritsch as a company growing, I can give away responsibilities. We now have developers. I don't develop everything myself anymore. There's other people doing it as well. And I'm getting to the point where it's not as stressful anymore, because I can just give tasks away. And once I have more time, I definitely want to go. But I think for the next couple of months, it's just this product and this price. It's too much work, yeah. It's too much work. Too little time right now. We used to buy from Temple Ski battle belts. And many people, you know, people like them, but what people always had an issue with is price. Like Temple Ski, man, they're amazing. They have quality products, it's an amazing stuff. But I think in AIRSOFT, people need stuff at a more affordable price. You don't need it infrared camouflaged, you don't need any of this. And there was this company called YTTK. They contacted us back then and they said, yo, we made this battle belt and it's an amazing product. Do you want to get it? They sent us samples and it was a one-to-one Temple Ski knockoff basically. And I looked at it and I was like, man, this price, people are gonna love it, but it's a one-to-one design replica basically. So I thought, okay, if we change it in a way that it's not exactly like Temple Ski anymore, in a more affordable price for a different market, and that's what it basically was. I was like, I want Velcro on the inside, that it's more stable, I wanted 6-point harness, I want that it's ventilated in the back. Change this and this and this and this, so that it's not a Temple Ski product anymore. And now, obviously it's like materials, some of the materials are actually from America, some of them are from China. So it's for a more affordable product, and I think it fits the market better. And it's like, it's also a combination of, you know, when it comes to designing gears, there is no inventions really. When you look, for example, high-speed gear, taco pouches. They did this like, let's say, 10 years ago or something. And even companies like Temple Ski, they jumped on this train, they said, oh, taco, that's the new shit. Okay, we take the same design, we make it laser cut, and bam. So gear is always it's always based on something. You base it on something and then you improve on it. And I think it's very similar on this one, and that's the whole project of the battle belt.
Barrel goes up and down very quietly.
And it's compact and
Okay.
the trigger is very short.
Okay.